Hello, I am videoing into you from New York City, and today I want to lift up our emotions and honesty about where we are really at. It's been a hard year. 2020 was chaotic and unprecedented and scary and full of grief and loss. And 2021 has already been full of hatred, intolerance, sickness, prejudice, everything that is opposed to our faith and values as Christians. We are supposed to love everyone and treat everyone with grace, and there are people out there that are really hard to forgive right now and really hard to love right now. I know it's not easy being a person at this particular moment in time, and it's especially not easy being a person of faith. So that's why I think it is essential for us to take some time in silence or in communication to be vulnerable. None of us are thriving and full of joy all of the time. None of us are completely happy right now. I know it's easy to, in a Zoom meeting or around your family watching virtual church, to want to appear happy and positive and put on that smile, put on that brave face as society tells us to. But the Lord said that church should look more like a hospital. And so I think our lives should too. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have a panic attack. It's okay to say to your partner, I'm not okay right now. I'm overwhelmed. It's okay to say to your kid or your grandkid, this stuff is really scary. It's hard for me. By being vulnerable, we leave space for others to be vulnerable. And that helps them feel less shame, and you feel less alone. And when we feel alone, it's hard to feel God's presence. And when we feel shame, we put up barriers to the Lord. When we open up to each other, we can more easily open up to God. And even if you are the only person experiencing the amount of bad circumstances you are experiencing, or the same type of grief, God understands. God's there for you. And so is your church family. So right now, I want to share what I've been struggling with. And maybe you can resonate with that, and maybe you can't. But either way, I hope it gives you the courage to let yourself be sad, or angry, or anxious, because your emotions are valid and essential right now. I am attending Union Theological Seminary to become a pastor, or I was. But I've been depressed and anxious to the point of hurting myself in certain ways and feeling hopeless. And so I decided that it's time for me to take a break. And this semester I'm taking a medical leave of absence to work, get some more financial stability, and to heal. I feel a lot of guilt and shame about this decision. I feel like I should know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like I shouldn't change routes so easily. I feel like I'm letting people down, or I'm a burden to be making a choice for me in the middle of a pandemic. But God doesn't want us to suffer. And I'm trying to make a choice not to suffer, even though it's hard right now. And I think all of us have experienced being in a situation we don't like and just people-pleasing our way through it and just sticking with it and it not being worth it in the end. So I'm taking a break so that I can still have my spiritual fullness, so that I can eventually be a pastor without being bitter. I'm overwhelmed. I'm scared. But I know I have all of you, and I have God. So I'll keep on being honest about my feelings, and I'll keep on walking forward and not giving up. Now, to end, I would like to present to you a musical prayer I wrote on my own about reaching out to God and others when we feel hopeless or feel overwhelmed. And I hope that by sharing this musical part of my soul, you find some comfort and some freedom. I don't know what to do. I need you. I'm hurting bad. I need you to make this heart feel glad. And I don't know if it's your voice, and I don't know what's the choice, but I hear you, God. I know you're there, and I need you now to let my soul feel proud. Amen. I miss you all.